Hello friends, I am Shivani Raikwar. Here I am going to present another interesting and learning episode of B Pharma entitled as Anti-Neoplastic Agents 3 and 4. Expert of the topic is Dr. S.K. Kashav, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Dr. Hari Singh Gaur, Central University, Sagar. So, in this topic we will study following modules. Module 1 Introduction. Module 2 Nitrogen mustards, mechlorethamine, melphalan and cyclophosphamide. Module 3 Alkyl sulfonates, bisulfan. Module 4 Antibiotics, mitomycin. Module 5 Miscellaneous, cisplatin, daunorubicin, doxorubicin, metoxantrone. Module 6 Nitrosourea, carmustine and lomustine. Module 7 DNA intercalating agents. Module 8 Conclusion. So, dear students, let's start with introduction. Module 1 Introduction. These compounds produce highly reactive carbonium ion intermediates which transfer alkyl groups to cellular macromolecules by forming covalent bonds. The major targets of drug action are nucleophilic groups present on DNA, especially the 7th position of guanine. However, proteins and RNA among others may also be alkylated. Alkylation of DNA is thought to lead to cell death, although the exact mechanism is uncertain. Potential mechanisms of cell death include activation of apoptosis caused by p53 activation and disruption of the template function of DNA. In many cases, however, the cancer cells have dysfunctional p53 so that even though the cell has been unable to replicate DNA error-free, cell death via apoptosis does not occur. In this way, cancer cells may become resistant to the effects of alkylating agents. Another possibility is that the cancer cells, like normal cells, have various mechanisms by which alkylated DNA bases can be excised. Alkylate within DNA at the N7 position of guanine, resulting in miscoding through abnormal base pairing with thymine or in depurination by excision of guanine residues leading to strand breakage. Cross-linking of DNA and ring cleavage may also occur. Now coming to Module 2 Nitrogen mustards, mechlorethamine, melphalan and cyclophosphamide. The nitrogen mustards are compounds that are chemically similar to sulfur mustard or mustard gas developed and used in World War I. The term mustard comes from the similarity in the blisters produced by the compound and those seen upon exposure to the oil of black mustard seeds. Investigation of sulfur mustard revealed that it possessed anti-neoplastic properties, but because the compound existed as a gas at room temperature, handling and administration of the material were difficult. Conversion of the sulfide to a tertiary amine allowed for the formation of salts which exist as solid at room temperature, allowing for easier handling and dosing. The term mustard was then extended to the nitrogen analogues, nitrogen mustards, given their chemical similarity. General mechanism has been shown in the figure. Mechlorethamine. It is the prototype of alkylating agents, a group of anti-cancer chemotherapeutic drugs. It works by binding to DNA, cross-linking two strands and preventing cell duplication. It binds to the N7 nitrogen on the DNA base guanine. As the chemical is a blister agent, its use is strongly restricted with the Chemical Weapons Convention It is also known as mustine. Uses. It is used to treat prostate cancer. It can also be used in chemical warfare. This chemical is a form of nitrogen mustard gas and a powerful vesicant. Some uses of meclorethamine have included lymphoid malignancies such as Hodgkin disease, lymphosarcoma, chronic myelocytic leukemia, polycythemia vera, and bronchogenic carcinoma. Meclorethamine is often administered intravenously, but when compounded into a topical formulation, it can also be used to treat skin diseases. Side effects. It is a highly toxic medication, especially for women who are pregnant, breastfeeding, or childbearing age. It also causes hypersensitivity reactions including anaphylaxis, nausea, vomiting, and depression with the use of full dose of mustard gun. Mechanism of action. Meclorethamine is a bifunctional alkylating agent and is cell cycle phase non-specific. Activity occurs as a result of formation of an unstable ethylene ammonium ion which alkylates or binds with many intracellular molecular structure including nucleic acids. Its cytotoxic action is primarily due to cross-linking of strands of DNA and RNA, as well as inhibition of protein synthesis. Topical meclorethamine destroys rapidly proliferating cells. Melphalan. Melphalan is a chemotherapy drug belonging to the class of nitrogen mustard alkylating agents. An alkylating agent adds an alkyl group CnH2n plus 1 to DNA. It attaches the alkyl group to the guanine base of DNA at the number 7 nitrogen atom of the imidazole ring. Uses. Melphalan is used to treat multiple myeloma, ovarian cancer, and occasionally malignant melanoma. Melphalan is currently being used to treat ocular retinoblastoma, a pediatric solid tumor. This is accomplished via transarterial catheter based slow pulse infusion into the ophthalmic artery. Mechanism of action. Melphalan chemically alters through alkylation of the DNA nucleotide guanine and causes linkages between strands of DNA. This chemical alteration inhibits DNA synthesis and RNA synthesis, functions necessary for cells to survive. These changes causes cytotoxicity in both dividing and non-dividing tumor cells. Side effects. Side effects include nausea and vomiting and oral ulceration, bone marrow suppression, including decreased white blood cell count causing increased risk of infection, decreased platelet count causing increased risk of bleeding. Cyclophosphamide. Cyclophosphamide is a prodrug and must be oxidized by CYP3A5 and CYP2B6 oxidase to acquire an anti-neoplastic activity to formation of phosphoramide and mustard, which reacts with DNA to form covalent bonds, causing single strand or double strand DNA breaks that lead to interstrand and intrastrand DNA cross-linking. Uses. Cyclophosphamide is used to treat various types of cancer. It is a chemotherapy drug that works by slowing or stopping cell growth. Cyclophosphamide also works by decreasing your immune system's response to various diseases. It is used to treat a certain type of kidney disease in children after other treatments have not worked. Side effects. Nausea, loss of appetite, stomach pain or upset, diarrhea, temporary hair loss, a wound that will not heal, missed menstrual periods, changes in skin color, changes in nails. Interactions. This drug should not be used with the following medication because very serious interaction may occur. Nalidixic acid. Cyclophosphamide metabolism. Cyclophosphamide metabolism. Cyclophosphamide converts to 4-hydroxycyclophosphamide in presence of P450. Then 4-hydroxycyclophosphamide converts to 4-keto-cyclophosphamide in the presence of nascent oxygen. Then the intermediate 4-hydroxycyclophosphamide gets converted into aldophosphamide, which converts to carboxyphosphamide in presence of ALDH and converts to phosphoramide mustard spontaneously, in which phosphoramide mustard acts with acrolein, which causes the hemorrhagic cystitis. Now coming to module 3, alkyl sulfonates bisulfan. Uses: bisulfan slows or stops the growth of cancer cells. Bisulfan is used in the treatment of some types of leukemia and occasionally as part of the preparation for bone marrow transplantation. It may be used alone or in combination with other medicines. Mechanism of action: to utilizing aziridines as electrophilic species, it was found that simply utilizing a carbon chain terminated at both ends by leaving groups gave compounds capable of acting as cross-linking agents. Bisulfan utilizes two sulfonates functionalities as leaving groups separated by a 4-carbon chain that reacts with DNA to primarily form intrastrand cross-link at 5GA3 sequences. The sulfonates are also subject to displacement by the sulfihydryl function found in the cysteine and glutathione, and metabolic products are formed as a result of nucleophilic attack by these groups to generate sulfonium species along with methane sulfonic acid. This is followed by conversion of tetrahydrothiophene, and further oxidation product are subsequently produced to give the sulfoxide and sulfone. The cyclic sulfone known as sulfolane may be further oxidized to give 3-hydroxysulfolane. Side effects: there are many side effects of bisulfan like risk of infection, bruising and bleeding, anemia, that is low number of red blood cells, tiredness, feeling sick, sore mouth, skin changes, hair loss, bladder irritation, diarrhea, tummy pain and constipation, loss of appetite, taste change, changes in the way of kidneys and liver work, eye problems, effect on the nervous system, changes to your heartbeat, changes to the lungs, second cancer, etc. Coming to the module 4, antibiotics, mitomycin. This highly toxic drug is used only in resistant cancers of stomach, cervix, colon, rectum, bladder, etc. It is transformed intracellularly to a form in which acts as an alkylating agent which kills cells in G1-M phases. Bone marrow and GIT are the primary targets of toxicity. Mechanism of action: mechanism of resistance include increased synthesis of nucleophilic detoxifying compounds such as glutathione, decreased expression of activating enzymes such as DT diaphorases, and increased efflux by PGP. Adverse effect: it includes dose limiting, myelosuppression, mild nausea and vomiting, mucositis, anorexia, fatigue and interstitial pneumonitis. Now coming to module 5, miscellaneous, cisplatin, daunorubicin, doxorubicin and metoxantrone. Cisplatin: it is a platinum coordination complex that is hydrolyzed intracellularly to produce a highly reactive moiety which causes cross-linking of DNA. The favored site is N of guanine residue. It can also react with SH group in protein and has radiomimetic property. It is bound to plasma proteins, enters tissues and is slowly excreted unchanged in urine. Negligible amounts enter brain. Cisplatin is very effective in metastatic testicular and ovarian carcinoma. It has found use in many other solid tumors as well. Daunorubicin. Daunorubicin is useful in the treatment of acute lymphoblastic leukemia in children. It is normally employed in combination therapy. For instance, with cytosine arabinoside in the treatment of myelogenic leukemia, with cytarabine in the treatment of non-lymphoblastic leukemia in adult. Mechanism of action. The drug intercalates into DNA, inhibits topoisomerase, second, yields oxygen radicals and ultimately inhibits DNA synthesis. It can invariably prevent and check cell division in doses that virtually fail to interfere directly with the nucleic acid synthesis. It has been observed that the oral absorption is reasonably poor and therefore it must be administered IV. The half-life of distribution is about 45 minutes and of elimination nearly 19 hours. The active metabolite daunorubicinol has a half-life of almost 27 hours. The drug gets metabolized largely in the liver and also secreted right into the bile. Caution: dosage should be lowered in instances where liver or renal insufficiency occur. Side effects: irregular heartbeat, shortness of breath, swelling of feet and lower legs. Doxorubicin. Doxorubicin is effective in many solid tumors. They are capable of causing breaks in DNA strands by activating topoisomerase II and generating quinone-free type radicals. They have mutagenic and carcinogenic potential. Maximum action is exerted at S phase, but toxicity is usually exhibited in G2 phase. It produces cardiotoxicity as a unique adverse effect. This can manifest either acutely with ECG changes, arrhythmias and hypotension which are reversible, or be delayed congestive heart failure related to the total dose administered. CHF is due to cardiomyopathy and may be fatal. Marrow depression, alopecia, stomatitis, vomiting and local tissue damage or extravasation and other adverse effect. Metoxantrone. It is an analog of doxorubicin with lower cardiotoxicity, probably because it does not produce quinone type free radicals. It has a narrow range of utility in acute non-hemolytic leukemia, chronic myelogenous leukemia, non-Hodgkin lymphoma and carcinoma breast. Though cardiomyopathy can occur, major toxicity is marrow depression and mucosal inflammation. Metoxantrone may cause severe and life-threatening heart problems during therapy or sometimes months to year after you receive methotrexate. Heart problems may occur even if you do not have any risk factors. Risk may increase with higher doses or prolonged use of metoxantrone. Mechanism of action: affects dividing and non-dividing cells via inhibition of DNA synthesis and repair, DNA intercalation, DNA topoisomerase II inhibition. Now coming to module 6, nitrosoureas, carmustine, lomustine. Carmustine. Carmustine may be prepared by interacting 1,3-bis 2-chloroethyl-urea with sodium nitrite and formic acid. It is a low melting white powder that undergoes decomposition at 27 degrees centigrade and hence it is supplied as a lyophilized powder. It is used for the treatment of multiple myeloma. As a secondary therapy, it is frequently employed in conjunction with other anti-neoplastic agents for lymphomas and Hodgkin disease. Mechanism of action. The drug most probably exerts its action due to the ability to cross-link cellular DNA. Thus, the very synthesis of both DNA and RNA is inhibited. It is specifically phase non-specific. The drug gets metabolized via oral administration practically 100% as it happens to pass through the liver. Therefore, it should be given IV. It has been observed that after IV administration, its plasma half-life is of rather shorter duration ranging between 3 to 30 minutes. By virtue of the fact that the drug has a high lipid solubility profile which renders it to pass through the blood-brain barrier, that is BBB, rather swiftly. Besides, the prevailing concentration in the cerebrospinal fluid, that is CSF, varies from approximately 50 to 115% of those in plasma. Lomustine. It is prepared by the decomposition of 1,3-bis to chlorethyl 1-nitrosourea in the presence of 2 equivalents of cyclohexylamine to yield an unsymmetrical urea which on nitration with sodium nitrite and formic acid offers the desired compound. It is employed effectively in the treatment of primary and metastatic brain tumors. It is also used as secondary therapy in Hodgkin disease. Mechanism of action. The drug is a chemical congener of carmustine and therefore almost possesses the same mechanism of action. Just like carmustine, it accomplishes maximum concentration in the CSF and hence shares the carmustine a first choice status for the treatment of glioblastoma. The drug is found to be well absorbed orally and thereby survives the first pass through the liver to be effective by the oral administration. Besides, it gets distributed evenly amongst the various tissues having a volume of distribution much higher than the total body water content. However, in the CSF, the concentration of metabolites attains almost 150% of that normally present in plasma. It has been observed that the biotransformation usually takes place throughout the body. The half-life is nearly about 15 minutes and the half-lives of the metabolites are 48 hours. Now coming to the module 7, DNA intercalating agent. All of the intercalating agents are anthracycline antibiotics, that is rubicins. The most clinically important is doxorubicin, one of the most widely used anti-neoplastic drugs, and others are daunorubicin, epirubicin and mitoxantrone. The other anthracyclines have identical properties but specific therapeutic uses. Mechanism of action. Primary mechanism. Intercalation in major groove of DNA causing several cytotoxic actions. Inhibition of topoisomerase II, single and double strand breaks, mutagenic or sister chromatid exchange, that is carcinogenic. Secondary mechanism. Interacts with cell membrane to alter fluidity and ion transport in the presence of NADPH. They react with cytochrome P450 reductase to form superoxide anion radicals and may also cause unique cardiotoxicity. Cell cycle non-specific CCNS but maximal toxicity in S phase, that is at low concentration will pass through S and die in G2. Uses. The anthracyclines are indicated for use against both solid and hematologic malignancies. Doxorubicin has the broadest spectrum of activity. Doxorubicin is one of the most active agents in the treatment of breast cancer. Daunorubicin is used mostly for the treatment of acute lymphocytic and myelocytic leukemias, although It has some activity against pediatric solid tumors. It has little activity against adult solid malignancies. Idarubicin is used predominantly in the treatment of adult acute myelogenous leukemia. Epirubicin has broad spectrum anti-tumor activity in preclinical models. In the clinic, it has activity against melanoma, breast, colorectal, renal, gastric, pancreatic, hepatocellular and ovarian and lung cancers and soft tissue sarcomas. In addition, it is a part of active regimens against Hodgkin disease and non-Hodgkin lymphoma. Epirubicin is indicated in the adjuvant treatment of breast cancer where it has activity similar to that of doxorubicin. Module 8. Conclusion. Anti-cancer or anti-neoplastic agents are the drugs that prevent or inhibit the maturation and proliferation of neoplasms. Anti-neoplastic agents travel the body and destroy cancer cells. Many of the side effects associated with anti-neoplastic agents occur because treatment destroys the body's normal cell in addition to cancerous cells. There are many categories of drugs used in the treatment of cancer. The present module highlights the structure, mechanism of action, uses and side effects of many drugs which used to treat cancer. With all this information, here we come to the end of today's lecture. Do keep in mind what we discussed today. Time for you to self-study. This is Shivani Raikwar signing off. If you want to learn more and enhance your knowledge, you may log on to our website www.cec.nic.in for MCQs, quizzes and LORs. Till then, keep studying. Goodbye. See you all in the next